Hi, this show is your dedicated space to slow down, breathe, and shift your focus. Today, we are going to discover gratitude in the smallest of moments. Practicing gratitude can change the way we look at ourselves and the world around us. Can you stop and think that what is going right in your life today and you've actually forgotten to acknowledge it? If I have succeeded in making you think in the right direction, I'm going to ask Mamta to dig deeper on this thought. Mamta is a hypnotherapist, she's a quantum healer, and a gentle soul. So, Mamta, please let us know what is gratitude?
So, gratitude is something which brings us more of the good things that we are grateful for. So,
Okay.
it's a very underrated thing because people, there was a time when they said that, why do you have to say thank you to this person? He's just doing his job. So, when people
Correct.
are very insensitive, that
Yes.
was the way it used to be till
Yeah. Yeah.
later on people started getting kinder and started understanding with emotion that it's there's always something to be grateful for and to say thank you to the person that has done them a service regardless
Yes.
of them doing a job or not.
Correct. And it's like as if, you are thinking that because I'm paying for a service, the person has to come and serve you, and you don't really need to say thank you. I'm just saying there's a small thing where you tell girls that to watch out for the character of a person who she's dating. Specifically, you say that, if you go out on a date, you watch, if the person is actually saying thank you. You are acknowledging these people who are making this experience really good for you. So it's just not just saying thank you, it's deeper than that.
Yes, gratitude is definitely very, very deep, and it aligns with the universal energy. The frequency of gratitude is way up on the scale of frequency. So, being grateful is not only to people who are doing you service of some kind or the other, but people who sometimes we take for granted.
Yeah.
You know, so how many times do we say thank you to a mother, a father, just because they're around us every day? How many times do we say thanks to a relative for a small
Hmm.
gesture because we're not even reflecting on those things? It's taken for
Correct.
granted. People
Yes.
feel privileged or people feel entitled.
Yeah.
So that is a
Yeah, entitlement is something which is very, very foundation for someone to really go in a wrong direction.
absolutely, even in our relationships, especially
Hmm.
uh, if we talk about a husband-wife relationship, consciously aware of your thoughts,
Hmm.
you will say thank you. And during
Hmm.
our times, there was something which used to be said that, oh, why are you saying thank you? It's okay. And I've heard this
Yeah.
so many times. Every time I say thank you for something, people say, why are you saying thank you? It's yours. And every time I say thank you because I want more of what I'm grateful for.
Yeah.
So it brings a lighter note, but
Yes.
also makes people understand, okay, this is the reason why she's saying that.
Me extending from here. So doesn't it feel that, you are maybe ignoring your struggles? somewhere, and then just being thankful? Or can you be actually be thankful in struggle also?
Yes, definitely. That's again when we are consciously aware about what we are grateful for. Now, everyone has struggles in their lives, and you have to
Yeah.
be able to catch your thoughts and think, why am I giving this problem so much energy, so much power? Like you said, can we be thankful uh, at times when things are going wrong?
Wrong.
It
Yeah.
sounds like a toxic positivity, right? Yeah.
Correct. Correct.
Gratitude is not denial of that uh,
Okay.
problem, right?
Okay.
It's the ability to hold two truths at once,
Okay. Which is?
which is this is difficult, and
Mhm.
there's always something meaningful in this for me.
Oh, okay. So it's like I am going through a tough time, but
Yeah.
I'm going to sit back and say, what is the learning in this? And I'm so thankful, God, that you've sent me this right now so that I can evolve.
Ask this question now: what is this trying to teach me?
Yeah.
How can I shift it in my favor? Right?
Hmm.
And then you start get thinking and being grateful for the things you have, because we have from childhood focused on things we do not have. But
Correct.
if we shift our
Hmm.
attention and start getting grateful for things that we have and acknowledging it and thinking there's so many people who don't have this and who would just
Yes.
die to be in our shoes,
Correct.
that's when
Absolutely.
gratitude can change your
Yeah.
perspective and change things for you.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm sure, like, these are things we're saying in theory. People hear it and they actually feel that, yeah, yeah, we will do it. But it's very difficult to do when you're being faced with so much of difficulty. Something like if somebody falls ill, and then what is the thankfulness in that? I'm just saying, because you're running around hospital, this, that. But what is it that, you have to sit back and say thank you for?
Yeah, every time such a thing happens, you have to remember that life is a journey, right?
Okay.
This is all part of that play. If someone's fallen
Hmm.
ill, this you just have to deal with it. You can't say, okay, I'm deleting this chapter in my life. Can you?
No,
So you have
not at all.
you have to accept it and
Mm.
go with the flow
Yeah.
and keep your thoughts positive in the sense that, okay, if this challenge has come in front of me, everything's always
Mm.
working out for me. I'm so
Yeah.
grateful. Everything's always working out for me, right?
Because I took that example, I'm just saying that even this experience teaches you so much that you're so compassionate for the person who's in that state, because you have yourself gone through it. So I think that's where the difference comes, that where you are so grateful for all the experiences that you are being very human-like. You are being thankful for bad, good, ugly, every experience because it is shaping you as a person and you are actually responding in a much better way to the situations of other people because you've gone through it. Tell me, how does gratitude actually support emotional healing?
When we practice honestly, uh, when we practice gratitude honestly, it shifts your inner dialogue, right?
Okay.
So instead of
Okay.
resisting experiences, you have to see how they're shaping you.
Yeah.
It moves you from why is this happening to me to what is this teaching me. As I said earlier, when we are in the victim mode, most of the time it is like, why is it happening to me?
Hmm.
So if
Oh, every
we
time. Hmm.
everyone, I
Yeah.
like we win there also.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
But then we've been able to change it for ourselves. So what did it teach me?
This whole, how do you actually feel the emotional, feeling and the gratitude is that, like I'll give you a small example. If I have, a headache, and if somebody actually gives me a massage on my head, I am so thankful to that person. I'm so thankful to the soul of that person. And I'm so thankful that this is, giving me so much of relief. And, that whole feeling inside is of that, thank you, God. Today, I would have been writhing in pain, but I have this person who's doing this for me. So I'm just saying it in a very small example. I'm sure everybody will resonate with some pain or the other they've had and have got an assistant. So that feeling, you can't just say thank you and not feel it inside. Because this is a physical pain and it's being relieved, so maybe everybody can understand that how you're supposed to feel that gratitude, even if it is not pain and it's someone else, something else.
Yeah, so do you realize that it changes your own energy, right?
Yes, it is.
Changes the energy of the other person also because you're in the same periphery of auras
Yeah.
uh, aligning with each other. When you're actually grateful at that time, you say, "Oh, this is so good. Thank you so much." Don't we say that
Yes.
like
Yes. Yes.
to the person? Because you want that person to be able to
Yeah.
get the feel of your gratitude and
Yes. Yes. So tell me, I mean, of course, we've spoken a lot on gratitude, but can you tell us simple ways of practicing it daily in our lives?
we wake up. If we wake up with the feeling of gratitude
Hmm.
and we say that I'm grateful for such a beautiful day, you're already acknowledging that today is very good. It is a beautiful day,
Yes. Yes.
regardless of the kind of experiences you have. And when you acknowledge such a thing, this is what you're going to attract. Being grateful when you acknowledge it without before something has happened is showing the trust that this is
Okay.
how it's going to happen. You're
Yeah.
already
Okay.
acknowledging that this is
Yeah.
successful.
Yeah. So it's like you're setting an intention, which is going to obviously, roll on and really be like that.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can start your day like that with
Yeah.
gratitude. And then, if you're consciously aware of what you're thinking,
Hmm.
then gratitude can come in bits and starts throughout the day.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. True.
There, that
True.
that feeling comes from deep within. So it's not a now I should feel grateful. Oh, I forgot. Now I should. It's nothing to do like with
Maybe
that kind of.
people can start like this, who
Yeah,
just
yeah.
don't do it.
Of
Yeah.
course, you can add humor to it.
Yeah. When you go through life, there are phases in your life. Sometimes you're very close to a person and that person does a lot for you. Okay. But there is a falling out, maybe later in life. And then, you have all these mixed feelings for that person because it's so difficult, and it happens, I'm sure it happens to, I'm telling you, even children, parents give everything, but they just, turn around and leave them in old age and there's just no gratitude. So even if you're not staying with your parents, even if, that person who helped you so much, maybe you went up the ladder of life, just because of those people. So, how can you, when you're there and you can't reach out to them anymore because, whatever has happened, how can you, really try and be grateful for all that?
Yeah. This is a very good question, and we sometimes feel pulled down because of this. Because we may not be speaking it out, and we're hurting deep within because we've given every bit of us to that
Yes.
person, because we love that person so much, we care for that person so much, but the other person has taken you for granted and felt entitled to certain things.
Correct.
Then you have to remember that it's about you. First, you have to acknowledge that
Hmm.
you have to heal yourself. And then,
Yes.
like as we spoke earlier, ask that question: why did this happen? What has it taught me? Right? And
Hmm.
the moment you ask that question, you will be told that in order to set boundaries,
Yeah.
this is a lesson for
Yes.
you to set boundaries, to respect yourself. And at the end
Correct.
of the day, it's about you and not about the other person. The other
Hmm.
person usually makes it about themselves. But in such
Hmm.
a case, you have to make it about yourself. What
And
they do, what they do is none of your business. First, you have
correct.
to heal yourself.
Yeah.
Whether or that that was not right, you've hurt that other person, whether it teaches them or not is not your problem.
Look out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And more often than not, Mamta, if you are a person who's been taken granted of, the pattern is actually repeating not only one place, it's everywhere. So you're right. You have to correct yourself. There's something about you that gives a signal to everyone that, okay, like this
It's
person
okay
is
for
there.
it to be taken for granted.
Yes, yes. And in these moments, if I sit back and I say that, thank you, God, I'm so grateful for me to realize this. And now I'm going to put these boundaries. And yes, of course, I'm going to start living better. I'll start feeling better.
Yogita, sometimes we learn it after repeated um,
Yeah. Patterns.
patterns,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And those patterns will keep repeating till until and unless you don't ask this question: I'm hurting, what do I do in such a case?
Yeah.
And you automatically understand, okay, respect yourself, set those boundaries.
Yeah.
And you'll see
You
the
know,
shift inside of you.
yeah. It's very essential to go within you and shift the entire dialogue. It's not about the external world. It's just about you. You have to actually, the story that you keep telling yourself, that, oh, I'm being taken granted of. It's not that. You are doing it. Yeah.
That's the victim inside of you, right?
Correct. Yes. You
But the
recognize
moment
that.
you recognize that victim and tell it to keep quiet and say, no, this
Yeah.
shouldn't be
Yeah.
happening.
Correct. Yeah.
There have been incidences when you've helped people financially or whatever, and then
Mm.
felt victim that, oh, but I kept helping that person, but that person was taking advantage of me. And then that inner dialogue leads you to understand, did anyone put a pistol on your head to do it?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
This is what my higher self has always told me. And that's how
No,
I've
but
been
that's
able
a
to resolve
very,
it.
very, very, it's a revelation. Like, the way, if you have to self-inquire a lot, that what is it that you want? It's just that you can't be just blaming everybody else outside and not look at your own behavior, how you've been. Of course, you always want to be this good person who's trying to be there for everyone. But then again, you're being taken granted of.
But do you
And
realize
God
that
wants,
that is part of people's pleasing? When you want to be that
yeah,
good person, you want to please the person,
Yeah.
or
Validation.
anybody. Yeah, yeah. Because
Yeah.
from
True.
childhood, you've always wanted to be
Yeah,
kind,
please. Yeah.
and the next when you outstep the boundary, then it becomes people's pleasing.
Yeah. You just want to earn the reputation that this girl is like really nice, you know. I mean, it's okay.
Yeah.
So, just another thing I wanted to know, what is the biggest takeaway, about gratitude?
You start becoming aware of things that you take for granted. I would also like to add to this that there's a practice that you can um, inculcate the habit of doing, that is called Ho'oponopono. We can get into details of Ho'oponopono later, but right now there are just four things that Ho'oponopono asks of a person to do. That
Yeah.
is, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you. Now, it doesn't have to be in this order. You can say
Okay.
it in any order, but
Yeah.
these are the four things that you need to say.
So you
And
just say to somebody who you want to say sorry to, even if the person is not around.
that is the main
Okay.
thing.
Okay.
Because you are uh, clearing the inside of you, right?
Hmm.
Whatever has
Hmm.
been accumulating and
Correct.
hurting
Correct.
and
Hmm.
causing distress, you're trying to clear that and uh, heal
Emptying
yourself.
your vessel
Yeah,
for,
yeah, and heal yourself.
divine light to enter.
Absolutely. So just say
Yeah.
those four things. And you can say it to anything. You can say it to your sofa. You can say it to your dog. You can say it to your rabbit. You can say it to your husband. You can say it to yourself.
Yeah, yeah. In fact, I do this Hoponopo, if bodily, if there is a pain or something, then I go focus there and I tell my cells that I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you. And when you say I love you, you actually, if you're really focusing, then you start feeling something, like that pain starts disappearing. uh, I guess it can, the whichever frequency you are on right now, if you're very disturbed and you try and do it, then it might not happen the first time. But yeah, if you do it in a peaceful state of mind, you can achieve it in the first go also. So,
It's
I
a
just
matter of
wanted to,
practice.
yeah, correct, correct. And I just wanted to put this across, to people that gratitude is actually, if you say, it's like a lens. If you are going through life, it can be blur or it can be focused on. So I think, that should suffice, how you should live your life and how you should actually, in every small moments, be grateful. Any parting thought, Mamta?
Um, my parting thought would be that maybe our viewers can share what they are grateful for. We'll be really
Yes.
happy to hear from them what they are grateful for, because I can say that Yogita and myself, we're both very grateful to be doing this kind of show where we do our bit to, uh, you know,
Invite all of you, all the listeners. We really earnestly invite you to at least write down something that you're grateful for, and we would be happy to see that, people are participating and acknowledging. Also, we rarely say it, but please like, share, and subscribe so that this is a contribution from your side to the society, I would say, because we are just putting it out. Even if one person feels something, shifting inside them or takes away something from our conversations, our mission is complete. Mumtaz and mine. And thank you so much for watching and keep coming back for more. Thank you.
Thank you.